Howdy everyone, I'm the Marvel Moose, and today we're going to be doing another Marvel Mashup. For those of you that don't know what a Marvel Mashup is, it's when I take a certain franchise, usually a movie, well, always a movie or a TV show, and I merge it with Marvel through the means of Photoshop. So, that's what we're going to be doing today, with Disney's Cruella and Marvel's Black Widow. So, as always, I start by removing the main subjects from the original piece that I'm, destroying and manipulating to become a new thing. And I did that by using the clone stamp tool and I think it's called the Band-Aid tool or something, like the spot healing brush. I say that like I have no idea what I'm talking about, but yeah. Then I obviously had to cut out Black Widow, so that's what I did here, to position her in the middle of the whole piece and, isolate her from everyone else, so she looks big and that's like what your eyes are drawn to. So then I pinched a little bit of Russia, since London isn't actually in Black Widow. Well, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I'm just assuming it's not the main focus, but Russia is, so instead of London from Cruella, I put in Russia. This part was the one I was most looking forward to be honest, but I also had no idea if it was going to work or not. It was to grab the car that was seen in a set photo and then have the Taskmaster sit on top of it. Wasn't sure if that was going to work, but, well, I guess it kind of did in the end. So I just added some shadows and adding some highlights to Taskmaster now, and I realized that it's going to be really simple. It's going to be very bland, very basic poster, which is completely different from my other one with the Stranger Things WandaVision one, which was very advanced, very, a lot of stuff going on. This one's very simple. It's almost like a minimalist poster without that sort of illustrated feel to it. There's not going to be a lot of bright colors or anything. There's obviously other characters on the poster, and it's not just Natasha hogging the entire thing. So next up we have Yelena Belova, Yelena Bologna, front and center basically, because I think she's a big part of it. I don't know yet. I'm not a huge Black Widow fan, but hopefully this movie will change my mind about it. Added her highlights and whatever just to make her blend in with the poster a whole lot more. And I did this with a lot of the other characters that are featured in the movie as well. Next up we have Chief Jim Hopper. Next up we have, I think her name is Melina Vostokov. Finally, we have Rick Mason, a very simple name to pronounce. What I do here is this thing that I like to call the battlefield effect. I don't know why, I just heard that phrase somewhere and I decided to call it. It's like this subtle glow around the subjects, so it makes them stand out a bit more, especially when there's light coming from a certain direction and it matches up with, like the highlights and everything. I feel like it really does add something else to each piece I do, especially movie posters, because it's not meant to be that realistic with lighting, and it always works, so that's just what I do. So towards the end, what I always do is add a very, very life-saving thing. It's called a camera raw filter. You just fiddle around with some of the settings in there and it makes everything look so much sharper, so much more cinematic and everything. It really does complete a piece at the end of the day. I recommend using it if you don't. There you have it, the final piece. And comparing it to the original Cruella poster, I think they both look pretty similar, honestly, and that's the kind of look I was going for anyway. I love the raw and authentic look that Cruella the movie in general has to offer, and I wanted to merge it with another female empowerment sort of movie with Black Widow. And I really like the final result, even if it is completely different from the other Marvel mashups I've done before. And if you haven't watched them, go watch them now. And if you did enjoy this, please leave a like and a comment. And go follow me on Instagram at Skirble, because that would mean a lot, and I post a lot of other artwork there. Thanks for watching.